Listen very well. Do you know any lady that has this mole here? There's this special mole here at the top of the lip. Has a mole here. It means something in Igbo cosmology. All right. Our ancestors in Igbo land is a country in southeastern Nigeria. Our ancestors understood the cosmos and they had a way of explaining and predicting what the life of a child would be when a child is newly born. So if a female child is born with this, usually you will not see any man with it, but very, very rarely you will see a guy on a very special occasion. It means something different. But when it comes for female, if a female child is born with this, it means something dangerous. It means that she's going to struggle with relationships and marriage. She's going to struggle to find a husband. If she manages to find one, marital problems everywhere. Every day, marital problems. Some of them, relationship, to even find a man to marry. Very difficult if she's born with this. So we're going to go deeper, right? Remember that this is not science. When we get to the science part, I'll let you know what science says about it. Okay? So make sure that you're following me. If you're watching me for the first time, click this plus sign, especially if you're watching from TikTok, to follow me. Click this heart icon to like this and drop a comment. All right? Especially tag people that have this so that they will watch this video, or click the share button to share it to them. All right? Okay. So if a lady is born with this, what it means is that she's going to struggle with marriage. So in the spiritual explanation, I don't believe in spirits, but this is how our ancestors explain it. All right, folk spirits. So in the spiritual explanation, it means that the the spirits that fought her ancestor, the one that reincarnated her, Igbos believe in reincarnation. Okay, the one that reincarnated that child, that female child, the spirit that fought that one and prevented her from marrying, or caused her delay in marriage, or caused her marital problems, that spirit has put a mark on her, so that whenever she comes back to this world, that spirit can identify her and follow her up with the same challenges. So when you see a lady having this and she's looking for husband, she's praying, she's doing night vigil, she's drinking olive oil, my sister, prayer cannot remove a physical mark from your body. You have to go and remove it. I'm talking about those who don't like it. If you like it and it looks beautiful on you, that's cool. All right? I will explain further. Don't worry, we're going somewhere. So, but if you don't like it, you can find a good spa in your city. The ones they use laser, there's a laser that they will use and burn it off. Some people use clip, a special kind of clip. Beauty spa, beauty salon, they have a way, the ones that remove moles. Before, there's a caveat, before you allow them to touch you in the name of removing mole, ask them to show you pictures of the one they have done before for other clients. Make sure you see the pictures, so that it's not when they want to do it, they will now make it worse. Okay, it needs to be removed cleanly, and in 2 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, you have completely healed. There will be no mark there. Okay, so another thing is that if you can't assess that, maybe you're in a country where you really can't get to that, there are mole remover creams, M-O-L-E, mole remover creams. I've not tried any of them, so I can't recommend any. All right, but it doesn't hurt to try. You apply the mole for like a week or two, and it's supposed to fall off. I don't know. Look for it. Okay. Now let's go deeper. If a female child is born with this, every time she looks at the mirror, it makes her she notices it. It's like a dot on her face. 99% perfect, 1 imperfection. Some female children might interpret it this way, and imagine them going to school and people are using it against them. When I was in school, people were saying that my ears were too big. Is this ear too big? It's not. But they were cursing me on it. They were calling me name related with ear. It became a nickname. But look at me as an adult. It's actually those things were wrong. Maybe when I was growing, my ears were bigger. My ears were bigger. Do you get what I'm saying? Now imagine a young lady, your daughter in school, and people are constantly attacking her with this. If you have gone through primary and secondary school, you know what I'm talking about. It can form low self-esteem in her life. You understand? And as she's growing up, when she's getting into relationship stage, men can sense low self-esteem. If you're a man, you know what I'm talking about. If a woman has low self-esteem, you can sense it from a mile away. You understand? You can sense it. And once men sense low self-esteem, the way they start treating the woman will change. You understand? Something that's supposed to be equal relationship will turn to abuse because they know that she's not going to walk away. There's low self-esteem because deep inside her, she feels that she doesn't deserve the person. Now, this is not a general rule, but you get what I'm saying. So, as a father or a mother that has a child that has this, try and take her to where she can just remove it. Do you understand? So that her face will be perfect. All right. Now, unless she likes it, you get what I'm saying? So, now let's go deeper into um, um, other things. When a lady is growing with this, it attracts unnecessary and undue attention to her lips. Every time she's talking, men will be looking at her lips, and there's always something that they will comment on. Oh, I like the dot on your face. That kind of attracts promiscuous men. This is Igbo concept. Doesn't mean it's scientifically backed. You understand? So imagine a lady that is constantly attracting promiscuous men constantly. It's going to ruin her entire relationship life and her entire choice of man to marry and her entire marriage life. Even after marriage, men will somehow see a woman with this as somebody they can easily approach. Let me tell you, right? When a lion is hunting, they have studied it in science. When a lion is hunting and some deers are passing by in line, they're passing by. The lion is camped somewhere watching. What is the lion trying to determine? What criteria is he trying to use to determine the one to attack? He's using the one that is imperfect. He's looking for the one that is imperfect. Most men are like that, unfortunately. So unless you like it as a lady, it has brought you good fortune, you just enjoy it, that's fine. But what I'm explaining now will start showing you some of the challenges you're already facing in life, where it's coming from. The way people see you is slightly different. Not my fault. Now let's go to science. Moles in science mean different things. You understand? Most people have a mole in their body in one place or the other. Me, I have one in my stomach, very tiny. I was born with it. Okay. Now, sometimes it can appear across generations. You have a mole here, you see one of your aunties have the mole here, you see one of your great aunts have the mole. It appears across generations. Now, when you are not born with a mole, all of a sudden a mole appears. It's as a woman, it may be that your estrogen level is high. There's a spike in your estrogen level. Or the current mole you have changes color and become darker, high estrogen level, which means maybe you're pregnant. Some women during pregnancy, new moles appear, or old moles become bigger or become darker. This high, you know that after pregnancy, your estrogen level will normalize, even progesterone, everything will normalize, like at least 2 years after pregnancy. But if you're a single lady, nothing is happening, all of a sudden moles appear. Yeah? Number one, maybe your estrogen level is actually high. Maybe you took something, a pill that is supposed to treat something else, and they spiked your estrogen level, or some foods, some of these dairy foods, because some of the cows, they are injected with estrogen so that they can produce many children and give birth easily. But then when you now eat things from the cow, now your own may go up. Or you change countries where the estrogen is so high on their food, it may start spiking. So if moles just suddenly appear, you should be alarmed. Okay? You can go to the doctor, test your estrogen level, and see whether it's high and how to control it. Okay? Basically, you test for hormonal imbalance. Of course, there's a caveat. Some people's, hormonal imbalance, the proper range is just a range. In some people, it might be it might look like it's within normal range, but for your body type, it might actually be high. Another symptom of high estrogen is promiscuity. You want to sleep with so many men. If you're having that urge to sleep with different men, you can't stay in one relationship, maybe your estrogen is high. If you bring it down, peace will return. If you're always quarreling in your relationship without knowing why, you want to argue, you are aggressive, maybe go and check for your hormonal imbalance. If you have it, they can give you drugs to control it. If you don't like drugs, you can reach out to somebody like me, a native doctor. I'll suggest some herbs you can use. And finally, I hope you have clicked this share button already. If the moles appear on your neck, yeah, maybe you have high blood sugar. If you have moles and the corner of your neck is looking darker, go and test for blood sugar, because after that now you enter diabetes. So go and do some tests. If you see moles on your neck all of a sudden, whether